a little bit of ASMR for you guys. Anyway, hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Let me go ahead and just say, have you seen how many new co-stars we have? So welcome to all of the new co-stars here. We are pushing 30,000 subs on this channel and I am so excited. With that said, I have to apologize for taking a month to put out another video for you guys, but as you know, I have been traveling quite a bit. I've been back and forth to the States for some business stuff as well as some family things, and you know, I just couldn't make videos during that time. It just was too much. So in my last video, some of you guys had asked how I made my planter in my guest room. So I want to show you today in this video how I took a big porcelain tile like this. It's a beautiful tile, and you don't have to use this tile. This is just inspiration for you to figure out how you want to do what works in your space. But I'm just going to show you what I did and how I did it. If you have any other ideas or you think that what I did might be a little bit too much and maybe I can simplify it, go ahead and put it down in the comments, because we are always in these comments, especially me. I love getting your feedback. I love getting your comments. So with that said, I'm not going to be in this video too much today. I just really want to bring this to you, show you how I made my planter. So if you didn't see that guest room video, you want to go ahead and check that video out right up here, and I'll also link it below. And then in that video, I just want to let you know, if you haven't seen it already, in the description, you can always go and shop the inspiration of my videos in my Amazon storefronts, okay? With that said, let's get right into it, and I hope that this is going to be inspiring for you.
Hold up.
Okay, so to start with, we're gonna get some tile. I had to get a full box because I couldn't get just 4 tile, but for the size that I was making, you're only going to need 4 tiles. But obviously that's going to vary depending on what size tile you like and what size planter you wanna make. So since I wanted to do something that was fairly tall, I decided on these long porcelain tiles. They're very heavy duty, which made them pretty heavy, but you'll see later on in the video, I actually ended up adding some casters to it. The next step, I cut down some wood with my miter saw, but you can use any type of basic saw to cut down this wood. Basically, we're gonna be turning these decorative tiles into a box, AKA the planter. I'm also gonna show you how I did the base floor for it, as well as a false floor. So when I put my pot in, it doesn't go all the way down to the ground, and it will actually give my plant a lot more height. So like I said, you only need some wood and something to cut the wood. You don't need a lot of tools for this project at all. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is get some liquid nails or heavy duty bonding adhesive, and you're going to just need 4 of these wood sticks, 1x3s, and then you're going to apply 2 on 2 pieces of tile, and it needs to be tight in one corner and one edge, but at the top it really doesn't matter that much because you're going to be covering it up anyway. So here's the visual. You'll see that there's the 4 pieces right there on 2 pieces of tile. Lean it up against something, so give it some time to dry. And then I went ahead and added some adhesive to the top of that on those edges, see? And then I came in with another piece of tile and I attached it on top. Again, you want to give this some time to dry in between each stage. And then once that tile is dry up there, you can go ahead and carefully flip it over. And then you can do the same exact thing. You're going to repeat with your strong adhesive, and then you're going to go ahead and add another piece of tile on top. That's going to be your 4th piece. Again, it depends on how big you're making yours and what size tile you're using. But as you can see here, it was just the tile. I didn't cut anything other than those wood pieces. So you don't need a lot of big tools in order to do this. You can get the tiles in the size that you want in order to make this. The next step that we want to do is create the false floor. So I went ahead and cut down some more wood pieces. These are going to be like cleats so that it can actually hold the shelf that's going to be inside. Okay, now that I got my 4 pieces cut, these are going to be the cleats that are going to be able to hold my shelf. I went ahead and added some more liquid adhesive and attached that to the tile itself right up against the wood. And as you can see, now I have some place to put my shelf. So I cut another piece of wood that's going to be the shelf and just pop that right in, and it fits snug like a bug in a rug, as you can see. And now my flower pot is going to be able to sit up higher, which is great. And the next step is for you to go ahead and measure for your base. So I wanted my base to be slightly smaller than the lip of the tile, so that way it didn't poke out anywhere. So I took my measurements and then I went ahead and started cutting for that. Then, as per usual, I'm gonna get my level after I've already made my marks for the 12 3/8, and I'm going to level this all the way across to make sure it's straight. So once I knew everything was straight and I cut it, I put it on top for a dry fit before I glued it. But as you can see, I have that reveal going all the way around so that the wood does not stick out anywhere. And now it's time to go ahead and spray paint this thing. And no, you are not seeing double, and you do not need 2 of these. I just decided to make 2 just in case I wanted to do another planter later on. I would already have my base ready to go. And I decided to use the Stone Effect Rust-Oleum spray paint to give it that stone feel, so that when I put the porcelain tile back on it, it would kind of blend in a little bit better, as you can see. It is only necessary for you to paint the edges because you won't even see the bottom of it, so don't waste your paint. The next step is to go ahead and get your casters. I had some left over from another job and I removed them. So I went ahead and attached those to the base of my planter because it is super heavy. So once I knew that the casters were in, I flipped it over just to make sure that everything was rolling properly, and it was. So I added some more of my liquid adhesive, and I did want to make sure that I put a little bit of extra adhesive where those cleats sat. So as you can see, it's a little bit thicker in those areas because that's where the wooden cleats sit, and I wanted to make sure that it was attached to as much wood as absolutely possible. Now it's time for me to lift this bad boy up. All right, I got it on, I got it straight. I had to flip it a couple times, but looks good. Guys, we are almost done. So see, now that I have my plant in there, it's actually going to sit up so much higher. I took a piece of cardboard and I cut that down just to wrap around my tree and sit on top of my pot. And then you can do this with pretty much anything that you have in terms of scraps. That'll save you on your filler. So that's one way to cut back on your cost. Then you're gonna go ahead and add in whatever filler you're using. I used like a dry moss, and then I went ahead and put in some decorative rocks as well. And I just love the way that it came out. It looks so nice, guys. What do you think? Is this something that you would try on your own? It's very easy to do. I did go ahead later on and paint the sides, like those edges, so that it just blended in with the planter, but I love the way that it came out. What a simple, easy project. And I think that you guys can do this too. So let me know what you think. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was just, like I said, a quick one to be able to show you how to make your own DIY items at home. Because if you think about it, the way that I made the planter, you can use it to make other things. You could actually end up making like a little side table or coffee table or something like that by just using these same ideas, okay? So yeah, I hope you like that, and I hope you guys like the hair, okay? Do y'all like this little wig? All right, guys, so if you made it this far into the video, go ahead and drop a few stars into the comments for me so I know that you made it this far. And hopefully you'll go ahead and check out another one of my videos, and thank you so much to all of my subscribers, especially all of the new subscribers. Y'all have a great week, and I'll see you later. You know what's next. Say it with me. I love you. Bye. Look at you. Y'all are getting so good at this. All right. I love you. Bye.